morning, everyone. Hey, good morning, good morning. Welcome all you new folks and welcome back everybody to Loving It on Keto. Today is April 1st for us. It's April 2nd for you. I hope you guys are joining us on our April challenge. We have two ways to do that. And the first one is the beef, eggs, and butter fast challenge, where you can have ground beef, steak, basically any beef, eggs, or butter. You can have coffee, tea, sparkling water, and Zevia. And our sweeteners that we're going to be using is either stevia, sucralose, or monk fruit, because we know that that does not spike our glucose at all. So that's what we are doing. Or you could do the ketochow challenge part of this, which would be 3 ketochow shakes per day total, made with water and fats. Dinner can be any beef or eggs from the above list, right? And then you can add your fat of butter, which includes ghee or powdered butter. Yes, I said powdered butter. I'll explain in a minute. Avocado oil, olive oil, MCT oil. Enough to meet your macros. Again, black coffee, tea, sparkling water, Zevia, stevia, sucralose, or monk fruit. Harry and I, monk fruit and stevia are natural. Sucralose does not bother us at all. I'm highly allergic to aspartame, and Harry can't get a lot of allulose in his system. So that's what we're doing for us. Now, I have also over here, I've listed all 35 flavors of ketochow. I've pulled this information from their site the day I did it. This is where I got that information from. So basically, without even doing Carb Manager, you can figure out your daily macros just from using this, which I got on Carb Manager. Now, you have to remember all apps straight across the board. If you type in sirloin steak, there's about 10 to 20 different sirloin steaks to choose from, and they vary in calories and fat content. Was there visible fat? Was there no visible fat? Was there, it's all of these questions. So choose the one that you use all the time and stay with that particular one, because I had someone say, well, my 90-20, my 90-10, your information is incorrect on your ground beef 90-10 for 1 ounce, because their fat grams were point something off and the protein was higher. So like I said, this is a ballpark figure even the apps are using, because when they measure fat and protein content in meat, specifically anything that's been ground or anything steak, they take a sample of, let's say, 100 of the exact same New York steaks. They break those down and then they divide them, and they get an average based on the 100 steaks they pulled. So don't get so granular on it. It's a tool to keep you in a box of where your macros need to be so you can see. And the most important part of that box are carbs. You can have a little more fat. You can have a little more protein. It's the carb factor, the carb creep that's nailing everybody. And you get that, and that's why we're doing whole foods fasting here. Beef is the most nutritiously dense meat, and why the carnivore community eats a lot of them exclusively beef products. And that would include the organ meat, the liver, the tongue. The tongue's not a organ meat, but they eat every part of the cow because of that. But a few people have issues with beef, and I think if you're new and coming off of a very restricted, lean diet where you've watched your fats and everything, your stomach may have a digestion issue in the beginning because you're not used to the fat content and the beef content. And I think if you give it a chance, it might regulate itself. I think when you are away from something for a long time, you don't have the necessary potential. And I'm not a doctor, I'm not a nurse, I'm just saying. But hidden inflammations, these two diets are great if you have been losing and using ketochow in your regime, like Harry and I have from the very beginning, since 2019 when we found them, or you've been doing beef and eggs and everything else, this is the perfect opportunity, especially this one. If you're not allergic to eggs and you lose weight eating eggs, but all of a sudden you're on a stall, if you eat this one, it's almost an elimination diet, okay? And we've taken out, you know, most of the factors so that if you still are not losing weight, you may have to go to straight beef and water kind of a deal to get that done. Do an elimination diet. And you can Google that in the keto world and look into that, because Dr. Ken Berry's talked about that. There are lots of doctors who've talked about that. But we feel that we have narrowed the window. We're taking away, you know, anything that's hidden, including dairy, because dairy, heavy cream has a little bit of carbs in it, like eggs. Some of the macros that are out on the applications, Carb Manager, PayPal, Chronometer, don't show that percentage that's less than 1% on an egg or less than 1% on cream. And if you're using multiple, that adds up. You know, you're going to have a carb if you have 2 tablespoons of cream. You're going to have a carb if you have 2 eggs. You know, all of those things. So if people are using a splash of cream and they're drinking 5 or 6 cups of coffee, how much is a splash? How much is a splash? You need to start measuring those things. Same with cheese. Cheese, milk, heavy lactose-laden milk products, and if you buy it in a bag, it's already shredded and all those things. There's little bits of everything in there that can eventually add up. So we're taking the dairy out of the equation. Sorry, we're taking it away. Yes, ketochow has whey isolate protein in it. That's another reason why we've taken away the fat, because we know that that is in there, and then we choose the fat we want. Now, I read somewhere, and I think it was on the ketochow Facebook group, that someone was using the powdered butter in their shakes and in their ketochow. And you guys, I tried it. It's good. Yes, it is. We tried it a couple days ago. We made ice cream, and instead of using butter, we used the powdered butter.
Wow. Yeah.
Woo! Yeah. And it was the salted caramel, and it tasted like that caramel corn, that kettle corn, that buttery.
Was so good.
I mean, it added so much. I added a tablespoon for Harry and a tablespoon for me, and powdered butter, look at this. It's only 40 calories for an entire tablespoon. Fat is only 4 grams for a tablespoon, because that it's been powdered. And all it is ingredient is butter, cream, and non-fat milk. The carbs in this is less than 1 gram, right? So we did that, and oh my gosh, if you want to use your fats for something else during the day, this would be a great way to add to your shakes or to your ketochow, because it tastes, and you can just throw it in there.
Excellent.
We made ice cream out of it, and it was easy because I didn't have to melt any butter. I didn't have to do the whole butter thing. But man, did it pack a punch. It was delicious.
I think it even made it creamier.
And that's another thing. He's absolutely right. When we put it in and whipped it like you're supposed to, before we put our ice in the Vitamix, it got creamy and thicker. So the butter churned and made the water part, the liquid part, thicker, and it made the ice cream thick and smooth. So that's something to try, you guys. You don't have to, but I'm just sharing with you that we used it after we saw that, and man, that was like a win-win all the way around. So anyway, we have got our ketochow set up for the day right here. Harry's.
Yeah, you need to grab me one, by the way.
What? I'll just grab one.
It doesn't matter. Just grab one.
Okay, and I'll grab one here.
Yep.
And today we did salted caramel, chocolate. We did salted caramel, chocolate, and what was the other one we did?
You did the pink one.
No, that was yesterday.
Oh, yeah.
This is today. Salted caramel, chocolate, and root beer.
Oh, we got a root beer one
We did
here?
root beer, chocolate.
So I don't know what I'm getting.
So you don't know what you're getting. You can smell it.
There's a prize in every bottle.
There is. I'm going to smell this. That's salted caramel.
Smell mine.
Okay.
Smell mine.
I beg your pardon.
Yeah. Oh, man. Taste it.
Salted caramel.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay, good. I love salted caramel.
And sorry, there's lipstick on there.
That's all right.
Lip stain. Actually, it shouldn't have any because I'm using this new Plump Your Lip stain that you put on and you let it dry, and then you put this coating over it and it stays, so I can actually get up a little bit fuller mouth to make my lips. And it's neat because when you like dab it, nothing comes off. Like I've been drinking coffee all day at the hospital with Mom because I went early, and like no coffee stains. None. Anyway, you guys, so these are our breakfast. And you guys, I'm so excited. I took out of the freezer, look at these beauties. New York steak bone in.
Too much glare.
Oh.
I can't see them.
Well, you must see these because they are absolutely
That's
beautiful.
better.
Is that better?
Yeah, turn them a little bit so we can all see them.
I got a big savings on those. $18, $19. 1, 2, 3, 4, you guys. Woo-hoo-hoo. $5 a steak. So I'm going to cook these. So we have one each for tonight with our ketochow ice cream. We're having steak and ice cream for dinner. Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And I got to give this, look at this lemon. I picked the rest of the lemons on my mom's tree, you guys. Look at that.
Look at the size of it.
Look at that baby Huey right there.
Yeah.
That is baby
Looks
Huey.
like more like a freaking ostrich egg.
It does. It's huge. You wouldn't find that in the store at all. But I got to give those to somebody because we are doing ketochow for the month. So, or we're doing, and that's another thing, you guys.
You can't freeze them things?
Let's say, well, I could squeeze them and freeze them.
Oh, maybe that's what
People
we
make
should do.
ice cube trays of pure lemon.
Well, we did that one time.
Yeah, we did. We bought the small ones,
Like
and
you
then
do with
during
my
the
coffee.
summertime, you pop a little out and put it in your iced tea.
Which is about time for me to do again because it's getting warm. I'm
Yes,
going to be
it
going to my
is.
iced coffee here. So I guess, it'll give me something to do on 5-minute coffee break again.
Yes, it will.
Yeah.
Yes, it will. Anyway, now that you took me off my train of brain thought,
I'm good for that.
what was I going to say, Harry?
Uh-oh. I'm in trouble. As soon as this camera gets turned off, I get a spanking.
Uh-oh.
Oh, boy. I get my
Wendy's
spanking.
mad at me. Yeah.
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 Yeehaw.
Where was I at? I was talking steak
Yeah.
and ice cream.
Dinner.
Oh, I know. Shh. Okay, be a cameraman for 5 minutes.
It is
Okay,
done.
well, I remember this, you guys.
Well, hurry up.
You can switch out the challenges. You can do this for a week. If you only have enough keto chow for 1 week, do keto chow 1 week, switch over to this another week. That way you're not getting bored of eating this, and you're not getting, well, I don't know how you could be bored eating keto chow because there's 35 different flavors. You can make all kinds of things with this.
And you might be the lucky winner.
That's true. And you guys, speaking of the lucky winner, Harry, saving grace. You came up with something good when you interrupted me.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, you guys, we are giving away the surprise chow box.
Do it again.
I'll go get it.
Yep, there it is.
My chow box. So you can win this 30 meals. Yes, indeed. All you need to do is go to this video only. The way you enter to win is #chow, and you need to be in the United States of America in order to win. I'm sorry, but the food, import, export, I don't work at the post office, I don't work at FedEx or UPS, and I don't know the rules and guidelines for any of those things, and every single country has something different. So this is for the people in the United States, and I apologize for that. But if you guys want to win this, it'd be perfect for the challenge. We're going to announce the winner on Tuesday's video. And Tuesday is going to be, where's my calendar? Because it is April. Thank you, Eileen. The 5th. April 5th. Miss Eileen. She sends me a little calendar. This is the second year, and I love it, Eileen.
Yeah, we love this calendar. I don't know why. It's funny, too. We use that calendar more than the big ones.
That's the littlest calendar in the house, and that's the one. I think it's because it's on the fridge.
Because we're in here.
And you're in here opening the door, and what day is it? And I'm going to be doing what day it is a lot, because you guys, I'm officially retired. Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Yes, it's a new leg of my never-ending journey through life. So this is my next chapter, and we'll be bringing you guys along to see what we're doing. I got up early this morning, went to do Ida, update on my mom. She has stabilized, and one of the issues they feel was with her heart was that she was completely depleted of her electrolytes.
Well, there you go.
Magnesium was almost non-existent. Her potassium was super low. And if you know anything about electrolytes, and again, I am not a doctor, I am not a nurse, but several people, celebrities, big name people have passed away from a flu or getting sick because of electrolyte imbalance that's caused their heart. Karen Carpenter was one of them. She died because she had an issue with anorexia. And yes. And I worked for a company in California. My boss was 45 years old. He went in with the flu and he passed away in the hospital because of the electrolytes. So
I remember that.
Yes, help services.
Wow.
Yeah, help services.
That was a long time ago.
I cannot stress the importance of electrolytes and the good salts, Himalayan salt, Celtic sea salt, Redmond real salt. Take a pill, take the drops, take the powder, but make sure you are getting electrolytes. And when my mom gets sent to rehabilitation convalescent, which she will be doing tomorrow if all goes well, she's still waiting for the orthopedic surgeon to do the CT scan this morning. I talked with the doctor of internal medicine. Right? Well, we want to make sure the hardware, what the state of the hardware is inside, because of the percussion of her falling and all of the things.
Yeah, because that's a replaced hip.
Yes. So that's one more thing we're doing before they transport her. They'll probably transport her tomorrow. She's not going back to the same rehabilitation center. No. I'm not going to go into why, but yes, she is not going there.
Which is too bad. It's
It was a beautiful facility, and
brand new.
It was actually the caregiver.
Yep.
Anyway, we're not going there, but I just want to mention that because I'm taking a bottle with me of electrolytes, and I'm going to make sure that she has a glass of it every single day. Yes, I am. Because that's the kind of daughter I am. And if I could hand you guys out
She forces it down my freaking throat.
And now you love it. And now you love it.
Well, now I like it.
Now
I'll drink it all day long, but you can't do that either.
Right.
You know.
If you're on a diuretic of any kind, if you're working with the doctor and they have you on a low sodium diet and you're trying to do keto, you better have a long discussion with them, because ketogenic lifestyle will pull water, and along with the water out of the fat cell and the fat go the sodium, magnesium, and potassium. You have to make sure you're talking to your doctor, and you have to replace them. So if the doctor has you on a low salt regime and you're on a diuretic, you need to speak to them. Absolutely be frank, get into the nitty gritty, and then you need to make an informed decision about it. So anyway, you guys, I have my cup of coffee it was $1.20 at the hospital.
Really?
It's pretty good coffee. Yeah, it's pretty good.
It's hard finding a buck of coffee for just over $1 nowadays.
I was like, when she asked me I've been buying it with whatever I've had down there, and I just wanted to run down and grab a cup of coffee because I got there early. I'm glad I did, because the doctor came early. So I've got that. Okay. We've got our vitamins. Harry and I are taking vitamins every day, and we're doing our daily minerals from Ketochow. Dr. Ken Berry's picture's right here. Check it out. He helped formulate this, and I do a measured teaspoon. The daily dose is a tablespoon, so in every glass that we do, You can pour this on your food. You can put it in your eggs. You can pour it on your steak.
Yeah, it's really,
and you can't taste it at all.
Yeah.
Minerals have a minerally, not bitter, but a different distinctive taste because they are minerals. So get them any way you can. That's all I'm saying. This MSM Pure Coarse Flakes that Harry and I have been using, I have not had problems with my hands. I have not had to wear my wrist brace.
A couple other people said the
I
same
know
thing.
they have. Thank you so much, Wendy, for turning me on to MSM Pure because my hands and then my hair, my nails. I mean, seriously, you guys, read up on it, read about it, and see if it's right for you.
We have a link.
This
This
is on our Loving It on Keto website. It's not that expensive, but I'm telling you, my hands and stuff, the problems I was having, my hair has grown. I just cut my nails last night because my nails were, I was sitting with Mom cutting my nails. Took my little manicure set and filed and cut my nails. But my nails, not only are they growing, but they are strong. Which my nails used to be able to like bend them and flex them like crazy, right? They go woo, woo, woo.
Yeah.
They're getting pretty tough. Pretty tough. Anyway, Harry, what do we want in yours today? Mixed berry, you said. How did I know? Anyway, you guys.
I need another bottle.
There are all kinds of good electrolytes out there. ketochow has the drops. They've got the pills. Redmond Real Light has the powders, which are flavored and delicious, but if you don't like the saltiness in any of them, get the pills. Redmond Real Light has the pills. Adapted Nutrition. We have a code for Adapted Nutrition. I'm doing, I already got some. I got some berry. Haha.
You took my berry?
Yes, I'm talking and not doing. I think I put magnesium in.
You gotta order me another bottle.
So, we have 3 other bottles here. You can try some of the other flavors.
I do all the time. I just like that one the best.
I know you do, and I just got it, so it's new. Anyway, you guys, Harry he just keeps interrupting me, and then I can't remember where I was at, talking-wise. But you guys, please, LMNT. If you like that and you like salt and you don't want it sweet, get LMNT. If you like Perfect Keto, we have a Perfect Keto, we have an Adapted Nutrition, we have Redmond Real Light, we have ketochow. If you like something else, that's fine. But get it. Get it in drops, get it in a pill, get it in powder and flavored. Zip Fizz, if you can do that. Zip Fizz has xylitol in it. We don't choose not to have it because of Sally. If you have a dog and they're not going to be around it, they're not one that goes to a glass and wants to drink. Let me tell you something. Miss Little Sally, she's a Starbucks girl. The minute you bring it, it's so bizarre. She loves Starbucks coffee. I'm saying coffee. You know, when before we were keto, I would go get a caramel macchiato on occasion, and that dog would just love to lick the coffee pot right around the top of the lid. And if I have a coffee like this, and it's Starbucks that she knows, it's like, she didn't care about this coffee.
Yeah,
but man,
weird.
You get a coffee. I went through Starbucks because downstairs at the hospital there's a Starbucks. It's always got a line out the door, but you can hit it just right. On the way home the other day, I got a Starbucks. And man, we went over to say hello to her when I came in the house because I always have to say hello to Miss Little Sally. She was just like, and I took my finger, dipped it, let her lick it, and she was just like, oh my gosh, it's my Starbucks. And I told Harry, I said, I just picture her.
Yeah.
And in another life is a lady who always had her Starbucks.
And a cigarette.
That's right. Harry goes, a cigarette and a cup of coffee. And I said, I don't know, Sally. But she just loves Starbucks. Anyway, you guys, we've got our vitamins. We've got this. We've got our ketochow. We're going to close this part of the segment out today. But I just wanted to share that information because it hit home for me, watching my mom and watching everything she was going through and having them check and reset. They checked the settings on her pacemaker, talked to the doctor where her remote thing is, so it's not the pacemaker.
It's not the pacemaker.
No,
I know that for sure
they
now.
think that it was
Electrolytes.
Several things. But the main factor for the heart irregularities she was experiencing was electrolytes.
You got to explain to everybody that Everybody's going, well, why haven't you been giving them to her sooner? She won't take this stuff.
Well, she's going to now.
Yeah, she's real hard-headed about a lot of things,
When
man.
she's at our house, she eats my food, and she loves it. And there are electrolytes, and there is good, heavy salt in everything. But like people of her age, we're all told to limit your salt, limit your fat. Mom gets light yogurt, light this, light that, light mayonnaise, light.
We all know what's replaced the fat,
and
right?
there's more
That beef sugar.
That. There's more in it. Right. And my mom has a sweet tooth. Yes, she does. So when she's over here on Monday, Tuesdays, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Thursdays, she's eating with us. And when I do the ice cream in the mixer, I'm putting these minerals in there, and she can't even taste them.
That's right.
And they have electrolytes and Redmond real salt in them. When she eats here, she gets a piece of meat. I always make her a little salad or a little like a broccoli or cauliflower, so she gets her vegetables that she likes, because she likes her vegetables, and she gets it with a dusting of Redmond salt. And she likes the food. So now she's been in the hospital for a week, and was on an IV, and she wasn't getting food where we took her. She wasn't getting fed, and there was no IV, and there was no water, and a lot of other things. And so I'm going to keep more control over. Yeah, that's just a little bit of what happened. Anyway, so it's very, very important as we get older. Our bodies are more sensitive to changes. So give it a chance. And if you eat something, let's say you don't like the saltiness taste because you're not used to it, do half of that amount twice a day, or a third of it 3 times a day, until you're getting up to it. Because when you first start on it, it's very salty. But pretty soon, like Harry said, he craves it. He loves it.
Oh, yeah.
It tastes delicious. When your body gets what it needs, it will tell you, and you will start craving the good stuff. Because sometimes the cravings we have are not for the food we reach for. That's not really what your body's saying, but that's what you're reaching for. They said too, it's like with a headache. If you start getting a dull headache, drink a tall glass of water and wait 15 minutes before you take any kind of medicine.
Right.
Because if you're not drinking water, that could be the whole issue, and you could resolve it by having just an electrolyte
I've
in your
proven
water.
that a few times.
Yes, you have. So, especially here in the desert, especially in the cold, dry areas, because you don't think you're getting rid of the salts in your body because it's cold, and that's not true. It's coming out in your breath. It's coming out when you perspire, and you don't think you're perspiring when you're going to the bathroom. All of those things. So make sure. I know I am preaching, but it absolutely can make a difference. Anyway, you guys, we'll see you in the next segment. I got my vitamins, got my electrolyte, and got my ketochow. Yes, indeed. Come back in the next segment.
She said it's all my fault. Right, we'll see.
Would you guys like to know what we had to eat yesterday? Would you guys like to see our weight? It is. I knew I forgot something because Marty interrupted me.
Uh-huh.
Yes, he did.
Yeah.
Anyway, you guys, before we get off on another tangent, let's let you guys see what we had to eat. Yesterday I had a strawberry keto chow. We both did. 10 grams of avocado oil, both of us. We each had a mocha with 10 grams of avocado oil. We had salted caramel keto chow ice cream with 10 grams of avocado oil. Harry had 7 ounces of ground sirloin 90-10. And his carbs were 21 grams of carbs total. Fat was 53 grams. Protein was 122. And his total calories were 1,042. I had at the hospital egg salad that I feel was, I think she either said it was 6 ounces or the cup was 8 ounces and it wasn't filled to the top. So I'm counting it as 6
it looked
ounces.
Like 6 ounces to me.
That's what I thought.
By looking at the cups on the video.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah.
So I couldn't remember for sure. So egg salad, tuna salad. I had 23 carbs total. fat 117 grams, protein 151 grams, total calories 1,670. Trying to choose the egg salad and tuna salad on the, because it had pieces of, dinky winky pieces of little bit of celery in, was it the tuna or the egg? One of them had a little crunchiness to it, but none of them had sweeteners in them. And I did the best I could at the hospital while I was with Mom.
Well, you didn't get sugar because you're acting really fine today. You don't act like you're tired.
Oh, thank you. And I didn't act that way last night either, other than mental exhaustion. I went down 2/10 of a pound, 180.4. I'd like to get down to 179 something tomorrow. That would be great. Harry was down to 175. He went down 4/10. So it's already working for us, you guys.
Yeah.
And I was full.
But I didn't take the whole regime of pills yesterday either. So I think that's why I went ahead and dropped the 4/10.
Anyway, you guys, I just wanted to bring that back to the segment because I forgot. I got off on something else and forgot. Anyway, you guys, we'll see you in the next segment. Yes, indeed. You guys, I just batch cooked all my New York steaks and I've got them resting. Yes, I do. Take a look at those lovelies. Ooh, yeah. Man, that smells good.
Looks good.
Don't they look good?
Yeah, I'm like, my stomach's
I know.
going to get in my belly.
Yes. So we'll have a couple of New York steaks for a couple of days. But you guys, I want chocolate mint ice cream. I'm going to make 3-minute ice cream, but you know what? I am going to use Anthony's butter powder. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons to 2 of these. It works so good. So good. So we're having steak and ice cream for dinner.
Yep.
Yes, we are. And you guys, I want to thank Miss Shelley for sending me these lovely, beautiful flowers. The Astromeria, which are Peruvian lilies, sunflowers, carnations. They smell so good. The goldenrod. It's just absolutely beautiful. Thank you so much. I truly appreciate it. You guys, Mom had a bad day. They were going to release her and they decided not to. She's spending another night. She had some issues today, so we're just doing one day at a time, aren't we, Harry?
Yep.
Anyway, you guys, I hope everybody is enjoying the beef, butter, and eggs or the Keto Chow challenge. We certainly are. I batched our Keto Chow for tomorrow. It's all ready to go. So we have extras in case we need any, but we've got 3. And then if we need ice cream, we'll just have 1 saved for the next day. So I'm really excited about that. I'm liking that mocha. Yeah. The mocha's really good. Yeah, I'm thinking about making coffee and letting it cool down tomorrow. Make some Arbuckles black and then mixing it with the mocha.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, that sounds really good, doesn't it?
Yep.
Sounds delicious. Anyway, you guys, we're going to go ahead and close out this video because the steak needs to rest. Yes, it does. I talked to the nurses. They had to pack. She blew her IV out and the stuff penetrated into her arms. So her arm's swollen. It's red. It's hot. They're icing it. She just had a bad day today. It was not a good day. So anyway, you guys, hope everybody's doing great. We'll see everybody tomorrow, but you guys don't forget to like, subscribe, ring that little bell. Give us a thumbs up. We'll see you right here tomorrow. What'd you say there, Miss Sally? Good girl. Yeah. Say good night. Good girl. Good girl. Would you like some beef? Yeah, it's beef eggs. Yeah, and butter and steak, huh? Yeah, let's get you a big old piece of beef. Oh, yeah, look at this. It's a big piece of beef. Can you take that? Take one. Good night. Say good night. She says, heck no. I know where that came from.
Staying.
Okay, everybody. Good night.